I said I've always been interested in bringing, how to bring all these beautiful individuals and organizations that are all working towards peace. How does everyone come together? The UN I see as so critical to helping move into that world of peace that Avon speaks about. And getting the leaders of countries to recognize the importance of where we need to go with humanity. At the beginning, there's Pathways to Peace. There's Avon Madison, who has come up with so much of the foundation of what a lot of people and organizations use. And it's been around and evolved and supported so many others' work. I have found enormous dedication by everyone involved in Pathways to Peace and Avon's continual striving to create peace as a reality.
The culture of peace means so much to me because my entire journey of my life is about cultivating the culture of peace with my own Chinese culture, the American culture, and a culture of compassion, how I approach life. If you go into a Chinese culture, acting like a Westerner, you're wrong. If you act like a traditional Chinese in the American culture, you're wrong. Or you are stupid or weird. They tell you so. By both culture, because if they don't understand the other culture, and if you are different, you're wrong. My understanding with Pathways starts to really come into focus how personal peace applies to global peace. I had a conversation with Avon, and she told me the story of what her experience was when she was 4 years old, not even 4 years old, that her vision of peace. And I was very taken by that. And this is the image that I have gifted Avon, how I see visually her experience of peace.
Pathways to Peace has been about building bridges. That has been at the center of the work, is how can we build bridges with people all over the world so that everybody realizes this concept of peace is an everyday mission. Everything that you do in the world, how can you do it in a peaceful way? It has been the most amazing, incredible, fulfilling, and inspiring journey. You know, to work with Avon, to work with David, most recently to work with Irene, to work with Joni Nezrak, one of the founding directors. It has been an amazing journey. I was talking to Yumi, and she's like, "Oh, you live in California?" "Yes, I live in California." "What do you do?" And I said, "Oh, I'm a storyteller, and I'm a drummer, and I'm a dancer, and I believe in the power of storytelling to move people, and I believe in the power of storytelling to bring about peace." And she says, "Wait a minute, peace? Have you met Avon Madison?" I said, "Avon Madison? No." He says, "You need to meet Avon Madison." And they were making plans for the 1993 Children's World Peace Conference, which was going to happen in Vienna. So I came and I sat at the table and I introduced myself and immediately jumped into helping plan. At the end of the meeting, Avon turned to me and said, "You know what? I am supposed to go and be a facilitator at this meeting, but I think you should go in my place." Now, this is the first time we have sat at a table.
Yeah.
He said, "I think you should go in my place. I think the kids need to hear from you and be with you." Avon said, "I'll teach you what you need to know about the UN Convention on the Rights of the Child and about peace building and how the UN works. and you're going to go and represent Pathways to Peace in Vienna.
So, what is it that I can do to help create a better world, a more conscious world, a more loving world, a world that is at a greater peace? And what does that look like? So that's where I met with Avon. I've been a director for many, many years, and there are times when I've been more engaged than others, but now I'm deeply engaged as I'm serving as the team leader for the Culture Peace Initiative team, which is an amazing group of people that are, here on the West Coast, East Coast, and Canada, and really moving the Culture Peace Initiative to a whole other level, which is just fantastic, which is connected to the International Day of Peace, which is the day during the year, but the Culture Peace Initiative is ongoing year-round. Working with peace is doing our own deep work, personally, and finding peace within ourselves. It's easy to talk about doing something for 7 generations. And it's easy just to express that, but to really understand that, to really know, so it's, kind of a challenge enough to say, what am I leaving for my grandchildren? It's just, 2 generations, but 7 generations. I think we need to think about that.
Also very important, and one of the roles that Pathways to Peace, in addition to others, has played is to bring civil society into the United Nations, because the opening line of the UN Charter is "We the Peoples."
Like with the United Nations, at least we have a place where peoples, in the form of nations, can come together and communicate. And that.
Wouldn't it be interesting if we could bring together, through the Culture Peace Initiative, thought leaders from around the peace wheel? If we could have people speak off the record in that way, in the Peace Council process, and not only bring the expertise that they have to this particular time, but then to go to a place where they've never spoken before, and be at that creative edge of what they really, really are called to do.
It's just absolutely amazing. I really feel that Pathways is an extraordinary organization, is because not only through the UN that we touch so many countries.
What we are doing is taking our passion for peace, what we know of our collective stories, and saying this is what it means to live peace every day.
And we do not know where it goes.
Exactly.
Right.
We do not know where it goes,
yes.
where the influence goes, but we just do it.
We do it.
But I mean, those kind of stories are
And it
fabulous.
always
Yes.
comes back and to really humble us.
Yes.
To see our work goes far and wide. And we just live each day and live
Right.
our life
Right.
according to our passion. And within this culture, we are building the culture of peace.
We are building the
So,
cultures of peace.
Peace building. So, thank you, Avon.
It's not me. It's all of us.
Yeah.
Yes.
No.
Give peace a voice, let our hearts be heard, sounding our choice to love and preserve. There's a light in us all, a polished pearl. Give peace a voice, uniting nations of the world.